What if you could make one decision to unleash everything great in your life? Would you do it? Would you say yes? Aren't you tired of your relationships, your health, and so much more suffering because you lack the truth you need to change? The life you desire is within your reach. You can achieve all the success, happiness, and prosperity you deserve by simply learning the secrets that lead to real personal transformation. Change is hard, but not impossible. You just have to make one radical decision to get real. And there's no better authority on the real steps to change than David G. Evans.
Some men trust in chariots. Some men trust in horses. But we will trust in the Lord.
David G. Evans is leading the charge to bring you the power to change your life. He is committed to the mission of helping you transform and become a person of power, and it starts with his all-new system to change your situation. At the centerpiece of this life-altering collection is David Evans' groundbreaking training course. From ridiculous to radical to real, this means war. In this series, you will discover the steps to change. This series includes 2 powerful messages, each on winning the battle in your mind and cultivating a language of faith. That's 4 messages, 4 power-filled hours of material. If you want a better marriage, this series has the answers. If you want to achieve financial independence God's way, the secrets in this series will empower you to make it happen. If you want a life of power, anointing, and influence, this series will show you how to get it, and there's more. You're looking for serious, immediate results. So Bishop Evans will also include one of his best-selling messages called Weapon of Warfare. This classic teaching will build you up to start fighting in the spirit for what you deserve. This powerhouse collection, from ridiculous to radical to real, and Weapon of Warfare, will give you all the biblical strategies you need to change anything in your life. This collection will ship to you immediately with your gift today to David G. Evans Ministries. This ministry is revolutionizing the kingdom by empowering believers. Souls are being saved daily, and we need your help to grow this impact in a real way. Call now and sow your seed of just $35 for your transformation to help people around the world. Your $35 love gift goes straight to the front lines of ministry, providing help to those that need it most. Call now. Make the decision to get the power you need to change your life forever.
Allow God's living waters to wash over you and refresh your soul.
You've been praying for yourself when the answer is in praying for other people. While I'm praying for California, God shows up in my house.
As kingdom people, with the king in us, and us being sovereign ground, we're not governed by the laws of this land, but we're governed by the laws of heaven.
He's talking about you going to draw water from the wells of salvation. Where's the well? In you.
If we want to release the water, watch this, we don't have to pray for it to come. Where we are now, we pray for it to be released.
Release deliverance and transformation in every area of your life through God's living waters. This revitalizing 3-message series can be yours on CD or DVD when you visit our website or call 1-800-591-8480 today.
Well, praise the Lord, everybody. Welcome to On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on any smart device at David G. Evans 1. That's at David G. Evans, the #1. Why don't you share us right now, like us, subscribe to us, hit that notification bell so you'll know every time that the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America is on, live every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. We're so glad that you joined us today. We've got a lot to talk to you about. Just so many things happening in the news which should cause you to say, what? Or some kind of question. Of course, joining us is Reverend Nicholas A. Smith, our world famous co-host. Hey man, how you?
Doing well.
Doing all right?
Yep.
866-743-8267. That's 866-743-8267. 866-743-8267. We look forward to talking to you over the next 60 minutes. I see that the inevitable happened to President Biden.
Yeah.
I don't know why people think they can continue to navigate through these different crowds of people who you're not around. You can't really rely on where they've been. You can't keep exposing yourself like he did.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't surprised when they told me he caught it.
No.
I thought when I saw the meeting with the heads of the countries,
Yeah.
I said to myself, that's not safe.
Yeah.
There wasn't a mask in the whole group.
Yeah.
Then he went over to the Saudis.
Right.
They sitting in a room.
Mm-hmm.
It's 190 degrees over there. Yeah. And I'm looking at him again. I'm like, the heck?
Yeah. Trying to show that we start to move on. Again, COVID's going to be here for a long time.
Move on does not mean not being safe, right?
Be safe still.
Okay.
Be smart. Now, I thought they obviously must stop. I thought they were testing everybody before they got in the presence of the president, but obviously there must not be.
That's not 100% fail-safe.
Yeah.
You know, you can test negative at 6 a.m. in the morning
True.
and test positive at 6 p.m. in the afternoon.
True.
You know, so that's a precaution,
Yeah.
but that's no 100%. So you don't throw away all your caution because A, I don't have a temperature this morning, or
Yeah.
B, you know, I was okay at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
No, but my thing with him was the multiple exposures he
Yeah.
was going through.
Yeah.
Plus, he's riding on planes internationally with his own crew, and you can't control where they were.
They do. Yep. But what told me something was he's in the room working, and they got people in the room while he got COVID taking pictures. To me, Trump did it.
It's just
He's doing it.
They weren't taking him from the hallway.
I wouldn't even want to go around. Just like, look,
I wouldn't want to go in the office.
Yeah, or me. I'm the president. Y'all stay away.
Yeah. Stay out of here. You know.
I'll take a picture on my phone. And send it to you.
Something. Yeah, something.
Yeah. Sure, about I'm fine.
I don't get the. Some things are not logical.
Yeah.
You know, he's around a lot of people, so that kind of shows me he may not be as. I know he may have felt like he had to go overseas, but he shouldn't have dropped all his protocols because he was going there. You have to be able to handle the pressure of being the only person in the room with a mask on.
Yeah.
Because he could have given it to his wife. They could have given it to the people on the plane.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's not a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Because I understand my responsibility.
Right.
So if I gotta be around the people I'm around, I don't care if nobody else in the room was wearing a mask.
Family barbecues, I have my mask on, even outside. Like, I don't know where y'all been. Like, I love y'all, but
when I walk in the morning, people are looking at me like I'm crazy. I got the mask on for two reasons: COVID and allergies. Yes.
Yep.
And I don't care. You know, I don't feel like I need to explain.
No, not at all.
No.
Not one bit.
You look at me all you want.
Yeah.
I know why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. I agree with you.
So, you know, I of course he's going to get the best care.
Yeah, of course.
And the best drugs. So what do you think is going to come out of the fact that Bannon has been found guilty of contempt? Now, what kind of penalties does
the
contempt?
penalty is 2 years in prison and I think a $200,000 fine.
Well, the $200,000 is not going to bother him, but a 2-year prison term would.
Yeah, well, a maximum of 2 years, but that's if they give him the 2 years.
Well, he's been flaunting in the face of this thing, but what I think needs to happen. I think that they need to make an example, because if it was you or I, we wouldn't have been walking around like this.
Well, I doubt they will. Now, this is based off of these January 6th hearings.
Yeah.
A woman claimed that she was going into January 6th to kill Nancy Pelosi.
Okay.
She got 60 days in jail. They're giving these people like 30 days, 60 days.
Why?
Depending on their infraction.
But if you say intent to kill.
I know.
So if I'd say I intended to kill X, Y, and Z, you'd only put me in jail for 30 days?
Yeah. That's the thing.
That's not going to happen.
No.
That's not going to happen.
No. I think the people that got the 3 or 4 years are those who assaulted cops and did that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But those who went in, criminal trespass is longer than 60 days for the most part.
But those people were under some false impression that no matter what they did that day, that Trump was going to give them a pardon.
Yeah. One lady had cancer.
Yeah.
She's going to prison now because she was there at the
Right.
It's not fair. I have cancer. So and so.
That's not fair. You were down at the Capitol.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
What I don't understand about people in general. You don't want to show any kind of wisdom when you're making your decision, but you want mercy after that decision that wasn't wise causes you some consequences.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense.
Not at all.
Think before you do it, so you won't even be in that position.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't have to apologize for something, or you don't have to, take heat for it. So this is the one that's really got me. The House passes a bill to protect access to contraceptives. Now, the word protect access, that means limit access?
Well, some people want to limit access to who can get I know some plans that even like some churches have doesn't cover contraceptives.
Why?
Because their thought is, well, we don't want people to practice premarital sex, but your employees are married and married folk use contraceptives.
Absolutely.
I'm like, come on, y'all, like, hello? Sex is not just for procreation but it's simple.
What I don't understand. Okay, so you pass bills where you make an abortion illegal, and then you pass a law that prevents you from getting contraceptives so you can get pregnant.
Yes.
That's stupid.
It is stupid, yeah. It is stupid. It doesn't make any sense. This is the part that, because most of the Republicans, of course, voted against it. Like they're voting against the Plan B bill. Plan B pill.
Okay.
But the Plan B pill doesn't end the pregnancy.
When you say voting against this, you mean they not in favor with this?
Not in favor of contraceptives.
I guess they aren't.
Yeah.
This is getting into their own bedrooms.
Right. But they use it. They get abortions.
But the guys that are passing the bill have access to the contraceptives.
Yeah.
Or either they don't need them anymore.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I know. But like the Plan B pill. But again, the Plan B doesn't end the pregnancy. It does the stuff to stop the implantation. People don't like that's.
They don't want anything that's going to prevent a pregnancy.
No.
Okay. In all of this, I have not heard one politician about contraceptives, and I haven't heard them all, but I haven't heard one on the abortion issue and on the contraception issue. I haven't heard any of them bring their faith into this argument.
No, it's not about that. It's about control, because all the contraceptives are for the ones that women use,
not the one the men use.
Not the one men use. No. Now they say this is what someone said. Well, biologically, we're just letting the nature and God's process work out. Well,
for who?
Right. Thank you. Somebody brought up. Well,
so why don't they legislate vasectomies?
Thank you. Or
if
the natural flow is some men may get ED. Well, then cut off all the pills.
Yeah.
If you want nature to work,
just let it go.
Nature work. They're not going to do that though.
They lying.
Not going to do that.
Interesting. So it's almost like a setup.
Yeah.
It's almost like forced increase of a population.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think that's going to backfire because most of the people that I see that are protesting stuff are not people of color.
They're white. Yeah. Because the majority of people that get abortions in this country, of course, are white.
Sure.
So they're trying to overturn that so they can get.
So that's another 30, 40-year plan? Is that what they're looking at?
Yeah.
A 20-year plan in this case.
They're looking for a plan to keep it going. Yeah.
They're trying to get some voters.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very foul way of getting it. Why not have a platform that will persuade people to vote for you?
Yeah.
I think they're shooting themselves in the foot with this one.
Yeah, they are. And what they don't want to talk about, let's be realistic here. When President Obama and a few other people who the more they gave access to contraceptives,
Right.
birth rates,
Right.
teenage pregnancies and
Right,
stuff,
right.
went drastic. Abortions, they don't want to talk about this.
I
Under
know.
Obama, dropped immensely.
Precipitously.
I'm not saying that fornication is not a sin. I'm just saying, but people,
Well,
they
here's,
do it.
here's
They're
the thing.
protecting themselves.
You gotta understand people do it.
Yeah.
So
Responsibility.
prevention should be on the front end if you're really concerned.
Right. Right.
So Florida's got 200 probable or confirmed cases of monkeypox.
Yeah.
Why is it always Florida?
I
I know
know
our
it's
Florida guys are going to call us, but what's going on in Florida?
I don't know. It is only like, and I think
The COVID rates are crazy down there. People are being hospitalized like nobody's business.
Yeah.
But that's happening everywhere.
Mhm.
You know, the rates are up here. I know at least a dozen people that presently have COVID, you know, and they were not frivolous people,
Yeah.
but they caught it from either coworkers or family members or, you know, just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's monkeypox all like in like Broward County.
Yeah.
Like a certain part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what
But they're
happens.
saying this is sexually transmitted.
Sexually transmitted, animals. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Somebody cough on you.
all that, fluids, all that kind of stuff they got going on, but it's also sexually transmitted. So they ask, one of the questions they're asking is, while you were in such and such country, did you,
Yeah. Do
you know,
X, Y, and Z.
you know, try to see all the scenes.
Yeah, right.
You know,
That's the way to put it.
You're doing your touring while you were there. So Wisconsin Supreme Court prohibits the use of most ballot drop boxes. Why don't they stop?
Yeah.
Didn't we go to a football game up there?
Yes. That's I think we knew Trump was going to win. Because remember, the lawns were littered with Trump signs.
Yeah, they were.
Littered.
They were.
And I said, these people, they were so pleasant too.
They were pretty nice to us.
And I was like, these people are so pleasant.
And we were sitting in a sea of them.
Yeah. And you said, don't get it twisted. Because everybody was saying hello.
We're in
They were-
Wisconsin, but we were
they
in
were-
the section
Yeah.
where people would say hello,
Yeah.
because they know we didn't get there by accident.
Right. Yeah.
You know, they knew
Yeah.
that a family member had invited us in there. So
Yeah.
they probably wondered what we're talking about. So we went to a Green Bay Packers game. Who did they play?
The Bears.
Bears.
Yeah.
The Bears and the Packers, and a acquaintance of mine, her family, one of the original owners, because they have like a partial ownership thing going on.
Yeah.
Their families are one of the original owners of the Green Bay Packers. So she asked me, you know, whenever you guys want to go to a game, you know, I'd be glad, you know, because I don't go up there that often. We don't go up that often, but just give me a call. So I did that, made the call. We had to take, 2 flights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Layover, yeah.
And then drive a minute?
Yeah.
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 And then we got there and we walked through the neighborhood at Green Bay. We were surprised to see that the stadium is like a part of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, literally
Yeah.
a part of the neighborhood. We were driving, we parked on somebody's lawn or somebody's driveway.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's lawn, yeah.
Because they rent out their lawns and everything. We parked on the lawn, and then we got out the car, and literally the stadium was like sitting right there.
Yep.
It's like being at the bottom of the driveway of the church and looking up at the stadium,
Yep. Yeah.
and all residential houses between you and it.
Yep. Yeah.
I was like, man, this is right
Yeah.
in the neighborhood.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
did you hear they're trying to move the Sixers stadium downtown?
Isn't it downtown already?
No, downtown Center City.
You mean Center City?
Yes.
Where are you
They
gonna put it?
They're going to put it on. Where's
Out by the 30th Street station?
Center City. Let me see. It's going to be. I think.
It's got to be out by.
coming up now.
Got to be out by 30th. Only place I can see where there would be enough. They'd have to build it out over the water a little bit.
Where's it at? Which street? Come on. I'll find it.
They're moving the stadium.
They
down-
wanna move the
They want to
stadium.
move it in town.
In downtown Center City. And I wonder how traffic's going to be.
Horrible,
parking.
horrible. Check off the boxes. Horrible.
Okay.
Horrible.
The stadium will be located above a public transit hub right next to Chinatown. So Chinatown's down by what, 8th and Market and all that?
8th, 9th,
Like,
yeah.
right around there. Almost like how Washington, D.C., their stadium is
Well,
downtown.
D.C. is downtown. Detroit Stadium is
Yeah.
downtown.
Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden is right there in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I
Wow.
I think they're going to try to build up restaurants and hotels.
Oh, yeah.
That stuff they're
Absolutely.
gonna put around there. Yeah.
Because what will happen is that stuff will explode as far as business is concerned.
Yeah.
It's not a bad business idea. I'm not sure what the residents of Center City are going to, you know.
Going to a game down there?
You have some people that are quite wealthy, but then you got other people who will look at the opportunity to walk right out my building and walk right to the stadium.
game. Yeah, and that's what people are saying, because you got to drive from Center City and from wherever else to drive all the way down to.
Well, the people
where
out
it's
of
now.
town still got to drive down.
Yeah,
But then where they going to park them?
that's.
I mean, parking is already ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Yeah, by the Fashion District, all that area down there.
866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. This is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. You can give us a call. We love to talk to you this morning. I want you to tag a couple people, 4 or 5 people, and invite them to join us today as we talk about culture and faith and religion and Jesus Christ and current events, politics, sports, all from a biblical point of view, a kingdom point of view. Yes.
It's going to be right between 10th and 11th on Market Street.
Okay, so that's
Right on
near.
Market.
That's near the gallery.
Yeah,
That's
right- that
near
whole thing right
the
there.
Marriott. That's
Yeah.
near.
Yeah.
Man, are they going to build a hotel next to it?
I don't know, but it's going to take them a while.
Hey, it's going to take. That's what 10 years from now.
No, 3 years.
3.
Yeah, 3 years. They're going to build 3 years.
What are they going to pay for all those people's businesses?
I know.
They're going to pay some major money for those businesses. So if you're in that block,
Yeah. They're going to tear down part of the gallery.
they'll probably connect the gallery to the stadium.
That would be sweet. Because convention halls were right there.
Mm-hmm.
The Marriott's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be,
My buddy used to own the Marriott.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no. So, yeah, this is going to be 2031.
Okay. I
So they're
knew-
going to start
I-
working on this stuff.
I knew it was a while out.
Because they got to go through all the permits and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to take them 3 years to build it.
But they're going to do it.
Oh, they're going to do it, yeah. Because their lease ends in 31. That's why
31,
they're,
so it's 9 years from now.
that's why they're doing it. The lease ends 31. At Wells Fargo. Ends in 31.
So what's going to go in there?
I don't know. They might demolish it, or they can use it for concerts.
How
I
many
know
s-
they're going to use all the concerts downtown.
How many seats in there?
I don't think so.
Let's go to Tom from Florida. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Wow, Nick
Good morning,
is,
Bishop. How
or
you
Pastor
doing,
Nick's
Pastor
being
Nick?
statistician this morning. How you doing, man?
19,500.
Hanging in there. Bishop,
Yeah.
you guys were talking about a stadium. When I was 10 years ago, when I was up there, before they built the new baseball stadium, they were talking about Spring Garden, trying to build a stadium there.
Yeah, that made sense. At one time, they were talking also about putting some entertainment real estate over the tracks at 30th Street Station. There's a lot of land there, and there's some water there too. So they were talking about putting some stuff up there. I saw the plans for it. So I guess they decided to move a little further in town, but they're mimicking a lot of stadiums in a lot of cities.
Yeah, LA has the same thing.
Yeah,
All
they're
of
right
it.
downtown.
Yep.
And that's a boom for the businesses. It raises property values, I think, of people's residences.
Yeah.
Although I think in the way Philly's configured, it's going to be a traffic problem.
Oh, it's going to be.
And there's going to be a huge
Oh.
parking problem.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. Bishop, I heard you say that you Florida boys were going to call in. It's monkeypox.
Yeah, man, what's going on, man?
I'm in Broward County.
Are
where it's
you?
blowing up.
Is-
Fort Lauderdale's part of Broward County.
Right.
There's, I don't want to say the name of the town. There's a town here
Yeah.
that, it's nationally known, kind of, but it's a very highly populated gay town. That's where
Populated
it's
gay
blowing up
town.
at.
Okay, okay. That's
And,
it's supposed to be kind of moving aggressively in the gay community.
yes, and
Yeah.
there's something like almost 300 cases right now. And nationally, it may be one thing. Here in Florida, in Broward County, it's a big deal.
Okay.
And I personally are keeping masks up and away from people, not just because of COVID, but also because of monkeypox.
Yeah, yeah. And they say it's sexually transmitted. That's one of the ways it can be caught.
Yeah, and I think it goes back almost to how many partners these people have, multiple, and that's why what the problem is.
Wow. Yeah, I know one of the questions that they're asking, especially people that have traveled abroad, is were they having sex while they were away with someone from the population?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got about 300 cases in that one town.
Yeah, and I'll put it in perspective to where you guys are in New Jersey. If you take Lindenwold and Clementon,
Yeah.
that's where I'm at, and it's that close. And I would say the town I'm talking about is no larger than Clementon.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, there are several of those communities around, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, enclaves, if you want to call them that, enclaves. So we have to keep an eye on this, and people have to be cautious. You just can't, walk around like, it's not going to bother me just because I think I'm so great. You got to exercise some caution. You can't get tired of being safe, Tom.
Oh, yeah. Also, Bishop, did you see Josh Hawley, the senator from
Yeah. Why was he running from those people? I thought they were his supporters.
He was on the air this morning saying that he doesn't run from Democrats. He doesn't run from the left-wing media, and the media is laughing. Yeah, you only run from your own people. But
well, who does he run from then? Because he certainly wasn't walking through the halls.
Oh, he was taken off. They were showing last night that it wasn't televised as much, but the whole audience that was at the Capitol broke out laughing.
I saw it 3 times.
I thought that was hilarious.
But I thought the irony was, in 1 minute you're raising your fist to them in solidarity, and then when they actually hit the Capitol, you're running from them. So he didn't think he was safe.
Oh, he wasn't safe.
Yeah,
I don't think they were differentiated between him and somebody else.
No, well, Pastor Nick was letting us know earlier that, some people, a lady came with intentions of killing Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
I wonder how deranged emotionally you have to get in a moment to actually believe you're going to be okay, but going to the Capitol and committing a crime. But I saw someone testify, and they were like, he told us to come.
Yeah. Yep.
So they thought because he said it, that was going to make it okay.
Yeah. That it was actually going to work.
I think they thought he was saying power, and that.
Well, they were hoping he would. They were hoping he would.
Yeah, and that he would pardon them.
But he had a chance to pardon some people before he left office, and he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was on the downside then, so he decided not to. But, and Bishop, it's not in his interest. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, but those people, they're locked up because they believed him.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the reality was he couldn't wholesale pardon those people. It would look crazy.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, crazier. Bishop.
Yeah.
One other quickie. Did you see any of the World Track?
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Noel Lyles walked the field.
Oh.
And a lady from Jamaica,
Sharika. Yeah, she walked away from
200 down.
She walked away from him, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even her fellow citizens.
Yeah. Thompson didn't run.
Thompson ran. She got like 4th or 5th.
She ran 100 too.
She ran the 100 and 200. They swept, I believe, in the 100.
Yeah, because Shelly Ann won.
Yeah, and then Sharika, and then Thompson Hera.
Now she was smoking.
But in the Olympics, she was killing.
Yeah.
Now the 200, Sharika walked them like she was walking a dog.
Yeah.
And Shelly Ann was second, and then who was it? The lady from
England.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dina Asher Smith.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Dina Asher Smith. Okay. She got 3rd, and then I believe Thompson Hera got 4th, and then the young lady from Kentucky who just turned pro.
Okay.
Really fast, but they got all of them got smoked. But they
Yeah.
did not run their best times in the final.
Okay.
Sharika did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sharika and Shelly Ann ran best times.
Okay.
But the other ladies, people were excited because they thought because they had run like 2-3 weeks ago, had done their best stuff, and they were running like 21s. They thought all of them were going to be going to the line together. But Sharika's strong, man.
That's what I was wondering. Like, after all those races consistently, what does that do to your body?
Your legs get heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, your legs get heavy
Can't
because
hold it up.
they were saying that I can't think of the young lady's name from the United States. She can really run. Caucasian girl. I mean, fast. But she had run like 56 races leading up to this, and she still came in fourth, or something like that.
I didn't realize that that it takes that much recovery time to run those kind of times.
It does, especially when you're running the trials. If you've got 36 races in your legs, and then you get to trials, and you got to run at least 2 races, maybe 3 to get to the final.
Yeah.
You're gonna be your legs are gonna be tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one other thing, with Bolt gone, man, the U.S. they swept 100.
Yeah.
They're back.
Yeah.
With Bolt gone.
Yeah, but Bolt had to retire though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they're jumping around like they're really fast, but they're not really fast when Bolt's there.
Right.
Well, he still has the record, so.
Oh man, he's gonna have it for a while.
What'd you think of the guy who they gave him the false start and kicked him out, but the video showed that it really wasn't
I tell you what I tell you what I think. It happened in the same 2 lanes, which to me is not a coincidence. I think there was a glitch in the computer.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was not a visual.
No.
It was the actual apparatus.
I watched the replays a couple times, and there was no movement.
Yeah.
But some people, like Shelly Ann Frazier, she starts faster than just about every other woman.
Okay.
But she never jumps the gun. But her reaction time is incredible. So I think they need to modify the reaction time, maybe by just 1/10 or 100th of a second. Because I believe some people's reactions, because a girl got thrown out too.
Okay.
But they're going by the computer, and they're acting like computer's infallible, and it's not.
You can't look at instant replay and your eyes tell you.
Like okay.
How hard is that? Like,
right.
just to look
No,
at
that
it.
wasn't a false start.
Yeah.
But I think what's happening is the computer's picking up maybe a twitch in the foot, which can happen when you're in the blocks. I know it used to happen to me all the time.
Yeah.
You know, if I wasn't moving, but just
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah, just from holding that thing, it's and I wasn't nearly as fast as these people, man. The times that we ran that would win races are times they're running in the semifinals. Conservative running just to get into the final.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
they are.
Just amazing. And that young lady, what's her name that ran the 400-meter hurdles?
Is it McGoffin? Not her.
Yeah, Mac
McGuffin?
something. No, it's
That's
not
her.
McGuffin. What's the young lady's name? I can see her face. I can see her face.
McGoffin. Sydney McGoffin?
Sydney
McGoffin.
McLaughlin, yes.
Yeah.
I thought you said McGoffin.
Well, sorry, McGoffin.
Yeah, McLaughlin. Yeah. Man, she smoked them so bad.
Yeah, she did. She did.
I mean, she got Muhammad. She got the bold girl from the Netherlands who can run,
Yeah.
and Muhammad can run. It looked like a woman running against girls out there.
It was no.
And she's only 22. What is she going
Right,
to do?
Right.
They're trying to prime her up to run the 400 without the hurdles.
Okay.
Because if she can do a 50 with barriers in place, she should be able to do a 48 without them.
Yeah, just straight running.
Just she should be able to do a 48 without them.
That's amazing. I remember when guys couldn't run a 48.
Man, they running 43s and 44s now.
Yeah, I know.
It's amazing, man.
That Michael Johnson record still holding up.
20-some years it ran. Well, it got broken last night.
I thought they tied it.
No, he broke it by 1/100th of a second.
Okay.
Yeah, matter of fact, when he went
Because it was a tie. He showed it tied at first, then they changed it.
Yeah, he broke it.
changed it.
23, 26 years it was in place.
Jeez.
Johnson could run, man.
Yeah.
You talking about being fast in an era when no one was fast like you? He could run.
Yeah.
And he didn't look fast. Like, because I guess
didn't
it's
run.
how long he is.
He didn't run like he was supposed to be fast.
That,
Yeah, he was straight up.
Yeah,
He was straight up. And his coach was smart enough not to mess with his mechanics.
yeah. That back was arched like this.
Yeah, man.
It just.
Looked like a robot running around there, man.
Like,
But-
he was standing still.
I tell you, I was at a track meet and sitting in my normal seat at the Penn Relays, and he came by us, and we all looked at each other because you felt this. I was like, yo, did you? Yeah, man. Johnson could run, man. There was something about him.
Yeah.
Tom, you all right, man? You stay safe down in
I'm
COVID/monkeypoxville, okay?
Right. Y'all
So
some
I'm taking
African
the
snails and stuff.
Yeah, you get African snails too?
Yeah, those things are huge, but it's not a big deal here. But
It's
they're
not?
around.
Not where you are, right?
Well,
it's only in one
not
place.
where I'm at. They're
Yeah.
just a little farther north, but things are huge too. I haven't seen one, but I've seen pictures.
Yeah, they're pretty big. They're gonna be.
Yeah.
Now, be careful if they start serving a lot of escargot at these restaurants down there. All right, man. I'll talk to you here.
Take care.
Bye bye. 866-743-8267. 866-743-8267. This is On Point, #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America. Give us a call. We'd love to talk to you this morning. Now, they say Boston researchers may have found the reason for long COVID.
Yep. Yeah, that protein spike that comes with COVID lingers in the blood somewhere.
So that could be a stray protein just hanging around.
Yeah, just hanging around. And it took a while to find it.
Yeah.
Because I guess it kind of masked itself a little bit.
Okay.
And they related it to another disease. I can't remember the name of it now. That mimics that same disease.
So what's long COVID feel like? Just an exaggeration of the symptoms
Just
you
that,
had?
yeah. Some people still heart racing. Some people short of breath.
I heard a new one
headaches,
yesterday.
All that.
They got a new one yesterday for seniors. I was talking to a pastor in Baltimore, and he said that his brother kept falling down, and they took him to the hospital, and it was COVID.
Yeah. That's the
Took his balance.
Yeah, that's the new strain.
Yeah.
This BA5. I'm telling people it mimics. They say meningitis stuff.
Okay.
Because one lady, her neck got stiff and she couldn't move it. She
Mhm.
felt paralyzed in her neck.
Mhm.
It does something to the neurological part.
Yeah. Impacts.
Yeah.
Wow.
So hopefully they can find some remedy for people.
The guy I was talking to, he said it took 2 visits to the hospital for them to nail it down. Took him the first time, they thought maybe he had inner ear, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Second time he went, they said, well, you know what? Let's test him with COVID. And he had it. And the only thing was wrong with him was a little sore throat, and he couldn't stay on his feet. Every time he stood up, he fell.
Okay. That's strange. I remember when COVID first hit,
Mhm.
a lady, they thought she had a stroke,
Mm-hmm.
but she actually had COVID.
Yeah.
It was all in her brain.
Yeah.
And, whole side. And
Unbelievable.
this is crazy.
People better be careful. Do not get tired of being safe. Don't get tired of being safe.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what people say.
Yep.
You have to worry about yourself,
Mhm.
the people you're around. It doesn't matter what people say. You don't have anybody to impress. Stay safe yourself.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what other folks say about that. Because I didn't think, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's not going to help you feel any better or get you out of the hospital.
Mhm.
People are ready to tell you what to do, but they don't want to have to deal with your consequences.
It's no responsibility.
No, Doc.
None at all.
So tomorrow is my anniversary, but because of the heat, we can't have an outdoor service tomorrow. So Bishop Blake's, R.C. Blake's, will be our speaker at 8 and 11 virtually. Tremendous man of God, tremendous following. He's doing amazing things on YouTube. His average videos like 250,000. Some of his real hot ones are over 1 million.
Okay.
And he's doing it with regularity. I mean, everything you pull up is somewhere between 250,000 and 1.2 million on YouTube. You don't want to miss this man of God, Bishop R.C. Blake's, New Orleans, Louisiana. You're going to have a great time. Great man of God, great mind, phenomenal teacher. It's just going to be a good time in the Lord. So make sure you join us at 8 and 11. Those will be our anniversary services celebrating 32 years. And our good friend, and when I say that, I'm not being, preacherly. I'm just saying what's real. Is R.C. Blake from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Preacher friend versus the real friend.
The new, the new home church, new home, New Orleans, Louisiana. Join us tomorrow, 8 and 11, and we are help us celebrate 32 years. It's going to be 100 degrees tomorrow.
99.
Yeah, our equipment is only good for like
104.
104.
Yeah.
So sitting in the sun will give you,
Yeah.
if it's 99, moving around.
Yeah.
Sitting in the sun will take you up over 100.
Yes.
And something.
Yes.
Yeah, easily. So.
Yeah.
you
Ain't
know.
no shade gonna cover that.
No,
So-
no, and no.
Ain't gonna cover that heat.
No, so we're gonna have our drive-by outdoor anniversary service. We're gonna have our outdoor anniversary service and drive-by will be on next Sunday. So just stay tuned for that. If you have any prayer requests, don't forget to mail them to us to social@gotobethany.com. We love to pray with you and for you. Don't want you to miss that opportunity to get a breakthrough. So, New York. Why does it always start in New York?
So, New York and Florida, the craziest stories.
So New York has the first polio case since 2013.
Yep.
Is that 2013?
Yeah.
There was polio in 2013?
Yeah, there was a case in 2013 in the U.S.
But New York has the first one since 2013.
Yep.
Polio.
I might did. Obviously, it must have been somebody who didn't get their
Not unless
vaccination, something crazy come out.
Not unless some variant has surfaced, and because polio is a virus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And is it possible that some of this that time has eroded the effectiveness of the original vaccine?
It could have. Look at us more now.
Polio. So what always is amazing to me is that people in neighboring states need to understand that viruses and the like don't acknowledge state lines.
Yes.
So we know if it's in New York, it might be in North Jersey already.
Yeah.
And if it's in North Jersey, it may come to southern New Jersey. But if it's in New Jersey, it's going to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's gonna pass. Yeah.
You know, it's so, our friends in Georgia, you have to start to protect yourself. What you got?
So the person wasn't vaccinated from polio. You notice that big movement?
That's silly.
There was that big movement of vaccines.
So what do you say to yourself now? I didn't believe in vaccines. I believe it's a hoax, just third world stuff, and then you get polio.
Yeah.
Something that's been pretty much eradicated for how long?
Since probably like the 50s or something like that.
So what do you say to yourself if you got this vaccine opposition? What do you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like now you got COVID. You got some people. I know some people that still have not been vaccinated, and unfortunately, when you know someone that hasn't been, you can't think that they're taking the precautions they need to take.
Yeah.
Because I know people that said, I just got to live my life, and then they end up on their back for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yep.
And folk are once again not being able to taste and smell.
Yeah. Yeah. It's and so you got people. I saw a faith person talk about this. I'm unvaxxed. I walk by faith and never wear a mask. Again, people are just catching this thing for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who never stop anything. Like
It's just a numbers game.
You
It's a
just
numbers
never
game.
know.
It's a numbers game. You keep walking around, you're going to catch it.
Yeah.
And you don't know how it's going to impact your life.
Mm-hmm.
But the people of faith talked to me about this. I said, okay, let's talk Bible for a minute. When the death angel came through Israel, through Egypt, have you read anywhere in the Bible where believers said, I'm just going to believe God and go outside?
Mm-hmm.
No, they stayed covered under the blood.
Yeah.
Stayed inside. They quarantined. They did what was told.
Yeah.
So that wasn't lack of faith. That was wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. We got Lucy from Alden. Hi, Lucy.
Hi.
How are you? Welcome to On Point.
Thank you. I was looking at you, and then all of a sudden I heard your voice. Hi, Bishop. How are you doing? Hi, Pastor Nick.
Hello.
How you doing? What's happening up in Alden?
Oh, it's quiet. hot,
Okay.
but it's all good. But I had a question to ask you
Okay.
regarding these viruses.
Okay.
Okay, so I read the other day there's a new virus, again from fruit bats, that is called Marburg, M-A-R-B-U-R-G, in Ghana.
Okay.
And I also read about 2 children now that have been diagnosed with monkeypox, one in California and one in Washington.
Yeah.
So I'd like to know your take on, biblically, about these viruses that are starting to pop up. I mean, I don't know if they've already been here, but COVID started overseas, supposedly over in Africa somewhere, and now it's here.
Well,
So
supposedly COVID started in China.
COVID's been
China,
around for,
yeah.
COVID's been around
Okay.
for years.
COVID's been around. I
long
mean,
time.
the
This version.
the virus has been around for years,
Okay.
but this particular variant started supposedly in China. Now, I'm not an expert, but that's what they said.
Okay.
You've got monkeypox now,
Right.
which I think people have automatically placed that origination in Africa. But it's not monkeypox because it's from Africa. It's monkeypox because of the type of virus that it is. But what I find to be most relevant for us, and this is not even biblical, this is just practical wisdom, is that what we're seeing is the perpetuation of these illnesses, like any other illness, depends a lot on the behavior of human beings. God has given us the stewardship of this planet and given us the ability to be wise and to govern ourselves in a way that if we're thinking about one another, we can minimize a lot of things that are happening. For instance, with COVID, they marketed COVID to Americans, I believe, incorrectly. They marketed it taking care of your neighbor, taking care of other people, failing to understand that loving your neighbor thing for Americans has really diminished. If they had marketed as a take care of yourself, I believe we'd have seen a different response from the population. But I'm not sure we care about one another anymore. The love for our brothers and sisters is not where it should be, or we wouldn't have a problem wearing a mask so someone else wouldn't get sick in case we're sick.
Right, right.
So it all goes back to the Bible. But I think part of our responsibility is to be good stewards of what God has given us, our bodies, but also loving our neighbors as ourselves. So we have stewardship for others also.
Okay. All right. I appreciate it.
That make sense?
That made sense.
Okay.
That made sense. It just seems like for some reason or another, it's so much. I don't know if it's COVID and the pandemic mindset, but it seems like you hear another virus coming around the corner, so to speak. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, now, first they said it would stay overseas.
Who said that?
And then the United States.
Who said
the
that?
Health Department.
What health department?
Some people were touting this.
WHO.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, okay.
I talked to our infectious disease doctor, and I asked her one day humorously if COVID knew about any of those rules that we're setting for it, and she started laughing. She said, "No, Bishop, COVID doesn't know. We can set rules for viruses all day long. The virus doesn't know the rules been set for it.
Right, okay.
It doesn't know to stay somewhere, but it travels with people."
I understand that, and again, that's why I'm concerned about the one that I read the other day, the Marburg virus.
Yeah.
Again, they're saying, there's no threats for this.
Well, they always say that in the beginning.
Right, so no panic. But see, again, that's why I'm thinking, what's the backstory on this? Because there was no threat for this variant.
Did you find out something, Bethany?
Well, the Marburg and all them been around for years.
Yes.
Like decades.
Okay.
I hope nobody takes offense to this. I think the
They will.
issue is,
They will.
I'm sure.
They will.
I think the issue is, for years, all these viruses were happening everywhere else besides America. Now all of a sudden, it hits our shore. Now we're concerned. Now we're like, oh my God. Now why is this happening? When it wasn't happening to us,
We didn't care.
and
We just didn't care.
Yeah.
We just didn't care.
and then all of a sudden when it hits us, now it's like, well, is prophecy being fulfilled?
Well,
Americans have a tendency of being egotistical.
Yes.
Where if it hits us, then
it's got to be God.
Yeah, versus everybody else.
Yeah,
it's
it can't be communal.
Right.
It can't be that people are not cautious.
Yeah.
It's like it's like in 2019, we watched COVID tackle every other country in the world, and we had a president that told us, it's not here. Mm-hmm. When he said it, it was here.
Yeah.
Right.
It was.
And we are too egotistical. Like a virus would be cognizant of a shoreline or a state line. They aren't. Why? Because people carry these things. So it comes back again to people.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
And
Okay.
us trying to act like nothing's happening while it's happening. You know how we do.
Well, I know my mask and I are one.
I know that's right.
Yep.
Me
That's
too.
it. Yes.
I've got spares all over the cars.
Yeah.
I got one in my back pocket in case,
Yep.
I get somewhere, and I got one that stays around my neck. So
Yeah.
that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk to you here.
All right. Take care. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
We're praying for you. Okay,
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hey, Kevin, how you doing?
Good morning. How are you, Bishop?
We're doing all right. Is Cedarville, New Jersey okay this morning?
Yes. Good morning, Pastor Nick.
Good morning.
What's your comment today?
I really just wanted to take the time to say thank you to the both of you. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
This year will be 4 years that I've been a member.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yes. Yes. August will be 4
Okay.
years.
Okay.
And I really just want to take the time to say that the messages and the teachings that both of you give to us,
Mhm.
I call it now, it has a new name. It's my bread and butter.
Okay. Okay.
And it doesn't just reach me. There's times I can't wait to get on the phone and talk to my friends and my family to say, guess what they taught today. And sometimes I'm so excited about telling somebody, nobody will answer the phone. So I said, okay, God, that's just for me today. So I really wanted to let you know it's touching me. It's changing my life. And I can't wait to tune on each thing that you have. I said, sometimes there's so many things. It's so overwhelming. It's so good.
Thank you so much, Kevin.
But I just want you guys to know that you're doing an amazing job, and don't ever feel like it's not touching someone. Not everybody's going to speak about it.
Okay.
But I want to take the time to say my life has been changed in the 4 years. I tell you, I think I mentioned before, I know you guys more now than I did when I was coming inside.
Isn't that something?
Right.
Yes, it really is. You really have been a blessing. And I have to tell you honestly, 4 years ago, I was on my way. I was moving to Ohio.
Okay.
And then some things have happened. And now, the cost of living in, if you don't live in New Jersey, it's lower everywhere else. And I wanted to move to Ohio. But I'm so torn. I said, there's no way I want to start over. I just love my church family. I love what they teach.
Yeah.
So I said, Lord, I got to have a talk with you, because you and Pastor Nick always say it matters where you go to church.
It does. It certainly does.
And so I've been so torn, and I said, well, right now I'm not going anywhere. But that was my plan 4 years ago.
Wow.
And things changed in my life, and, I ended up joining the church because of my best friend, who I've known 40 years, Dwayne Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the choir, and
Yeah.
he took me when I didn't have a car. I lived in the Glassboro. He was picking me up,
Okay.
and taking me to church.
Okay.
That's how I started going. But the first time I started going was when you guys, one or two times I visited in Somerdale.
Okay. Okay.
That's how I first.
Yeah,
found out
that's
about
where we
church
started.
because of Dwayne. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
My life, I'm filled up. I really am. And I just want to tell the both of you, thank you so much. You sacrifice so much.
Thank you.
And people don't even know.
Yeah.
So thank you. I
Thank
love
you,
the
Kevin.
both of you.
Appreciate
and
you
I'm
saying
going to
that.
continue to pray for, yes, no problem. I'm going to continue to pray. I can't wait for next Sunday so we can be a part of that parade.
Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you.
I'm looking forward to it.
so much.
God bless you, girl.
You too.
Talk to you now.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I think I still get an occasional phone call from people who have migrated away and did not consider church as part of their move. And I haven't heard from one that said, that didn't say, we're trying to find a way back. I say, why? What happened with the job? It's not the job. You know, we got lured away by the money, and it was the wrong atmosphere for it. But what we see now is what was keeping us stable was our church. Yeah.
If God don't move you,
Yeah.
stay still.
That's right. But I think the biblical reality from Corinthians, I believe, is that we don't choose a church on our own.
Yep.
If it's God led.
Yep.
You know, He chooses a church for us, and we agree with that decision.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly believe that.
Absolutely. So, go ahead.
No, that's it.
I haven't done much research on this monkeypox thing, but I have sense enough to know from pattern recognition that if it's in Florida, if there's hundreds of cases, I'm sure it's in New York, we need to know how to be cautious about it. And I think that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And don't just act like it doesn't exist, like many people acted as though COVID was not real.
Yeah. Yep.
And some people still are saying it's not real, it's a hoax. And when they talk to me about that, I ask them, well, have you lost anyone to this? Well, yes, my uncle died, my aunt died, my brother died, my mama died, my father died. Well, what has to happen before you think it's real?
Yeah.
Well, you know, they had a pre-existing condition. Okay, let me talk to you about that. Do you have any pre-existing conditions? Yes. I've got high blood pressure. Okay, so if I shot you, was it the blood pressure that killed you or the bullet?
Right.
I never thought of it that way. Come on.
They don't.
No, but I believe it's a rationale that fits into how they want to think.
Yeah, it is.
So it doesn't have to make sense.
No.
Okay.
Because I want to be able to live my life, go out and do my thing. And
Well, if you're going to live your life, stay alive.
right.
Let's go to Derek. Good morning, Derek. How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Hello, Derek.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Doing all right? Well, welcome to On Point.
Yeah, thank you.
Turn if you're listening to
first-
if you're listening to yourself, turn it down, okay?
Yeah, I just turned it down.
All right.
First and foremost, I want to say hi to y'all and good morning.
Good morning.
And my aunt told me that your daughter passed away. Sorry for that.
Thank you.
And I wanted to ask you, you know, about the covert.
COVID?
They said that they were supposed to be getting a fourth shot done,
Okay.
but I don't know when it's going to be here.
Okay, we just had a vaccine clinic last Wednesday, and people were able to come and get an additional booster at that time. You didn't hear about it?
No.
Yeah,
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, the additional shot is available. Maybe we'll have another clinic in short order, but wherever you can, like Cam Care or some agency, the vaccine is available. The booster is available to you.
Oh, okay.
Do you follow us on Facebook or anything like that?
Yes, actually, I'm watching y'all now.
Okay, because we announced it on this program for 2 weeks, I think. Maybe you just missed it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, you know, how are you taking things? How are you taking things?
We're doing as well as can be expected.
Yeah, I know that's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she came over here last night and she told me that, you know, that your daughter passed away.
Okay.
And I'm sorry to hear about that.
Thank you.
But the good news is I wanted to thank you because I had called you from in the hospital.
Okay.
And I wanted to thank you for helping me find my dad.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I called him because he has the college over Philly.
Okay.
So me and him talk, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him spend time with each other.
That's good. That's good. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you
Yeah,
called us.
all
I'm
right.
glad you called us today.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. Talk to you soon here.
Okay.
All right now. Bye-bye. That was Derek. Line 3 is lit up. 866-743-8260. Oh, we're out of time. Don't forget to join us tomorrow at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. as Bishop R.C. Blakes helps us celebrate our 32nd year here as Pastor Bethany Church. Pastor Nick, you can take it from there.
Yeah. So 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock, join us. Make sure we are giving our anniversary seed tomorrow, or you can do it today, whenever you feel like doing it. You can mail a card in, do it online.
Is there a special section on the website?
Yeah, it'll say Bishop's Anniversary on there.
Okay.
You see it in the seed
Okay.
part. Bishop's
Okay.
Anniversary on all of our platforms. The option will be there for you, and we're sowing at least $100 into his life. If you can do more, do more. If you can't, do the best that you can. We just want to show a lot of love and a lot of appreciation. And again, next Sunday, Bishop Bethany will be with us for outdoor service at 11.
Okay.
And we'll do the whole drive-by there. And
Okay.
Come and bring your gifts that day too if you want
Okay.
to. And,
Okay, good.
You know, all
Yeah,
that
we're,
stuff.
we're not having outdoor service tomorrow now because of the heat. We don't want you all exposed to that heat tomorrow. And in addition to you all and the equipment and the workers and, you know, everybody trying to do their thing, and just, we're going to do all virtual tomorrow because of the heat. So we'll be back on our normal schedule next week. Don't forget to subscribe to David G. Evans 1 and BBC of NJ on YouTube. That's BBC of NJ and David G. Evans 1 on YouTube. And also subscribe to the DGEMS, DGEMS, and OnPointe podcast platforms. For Pastor Nicholas Smith, I'm Bishop David G. Evans. Stay strong, stay saved, and remember, faith acts like a thing is so, even when it's not so, that it might be so. God bless you. See you next time.